God's primary goal for you is your sanctification, and that means your emotions are so important. What I mean by this is it is so easy as a Christian to fall into this happiness pump mentality. It's so easy to say, yeah, I'm going through a hard time right now, but this will be so great for ministry. This will be so great for ministry later. I'll be able to relate to people in the same situation. This situation is for my good and for the good of others around me. I rebuke that thought because while that may be a true statement, that is not how God demonstrates for us processing our emotions. The shortest verse in the Bible is Jesus wept. But you know what he wept in the context of? He wept in the context of hearing that his friend Lazarus, the brother of Mary and Martha, had died. Shortly after he weeps, he raises Lazarus from the dead. Knowing that he is going to raise Lazarus from the dead, and knowing that he had the power to raise Lazarus from the dead, Jesus still takes a moment to weep and feel his emotions. Jesus on the cross, saving humanity for their sins by taking the worst punishment, by taking the worst curse of death on a tree, and by taking all of God's wrath so that humanity could be saved. He still cries out, Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani. That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? King David, king of teenage angst, in Psalm 42 says, my tears have become my food. Why are you cast down, O my soul? He feels his emotions and asks questions. He feels those emotions. He doesn't tell himself, but oh, this will be so good for me. This will be so good for sharing the gospel or relating to people. Himself to hope. Jesus cry and feel his emotions, and we see Jesus and David cry. We don't see them trying to placate themselves with the idea of, oh, this will be so good for ministry. Feel their emotions. And the reason is your ministry is not the most important. You becoming one with God is the most important thing. Your emotions and hope in God, because that is where your hope comes from. Your hope does not come from the effectiveness of your. All right, love y'all. See y'all soon.